It was 4th of July. We just got done with FTX and we were inside the chow hall, staggered, waiting to get our food. If we look to our left, we would look at some cakes, and it's been 2 months without any sugar or treats. Yes, I'm talking about basic training. One of the privates that I knew at that time looked directly at the cake. The drill sergeant found out that he was looking, and I was too, but I was a little bit more secretive of it, and went right over to the private and said, "Oh, do you want one of these, private?" He said, "No, drill sergeant." He said, "Oh, don't lie to me. I saw you looking. I saw you looking right at that piece of cake." So the drill sergeant got him out of line, and he said, "You can have all the cake you want." Made him eat like 5 slices, 5 or 6, and downed it with a gallon of milk. And we thought that was the end of it. We all sat down, chowed on our food, and we got up and we went on. And we found that outside, that same private was having to do about 100 jumping jacks and 100 push-ups in order to get him to vomit. We were specifically instructed not to look at the cake, and that was the punishment. What is up, champs? CT, that's Champion Trucker, coming back at you with a new video. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at how the government is in need of upgraded trucks. Now, I am a veteran, and I want to say thank you for everybody that has fought and sacrificed their lives in order to keep America going. So I salute all of you as well as those veterans out there, and thank you for your service. I never understood when people always said thank you for your service. I'm like, how do I respond back to that? Do I say you're welcome? That makes me sound like I'm a prick. If you got a solution for it, let me know down in the comments below. But the government is in need of new semi-trucks, and we're going to look at the history of semi-trucks and what they're in need of. And also, if you don't know, I'm going to be starting a new series called Money Street, and that's going to be on Patreon, where we go over stock options that I think is actually going to explode in the coming years within trucking, and you'll be surprised what I found out. So with that being said, hit that like button, subscribe to become a champ today, and let's roll that intro. So this is a short that popped up talking about how the military is looking for 3 new companies in order to create the more modern day military trucks. And I'll get into this video. After that, I'll have an anecdotal experience of me actually traveling around in an I forgot the name of it, but it was a logistics semi-type truck that I driven in, also Humvees. But let's watch this video.
U.S. Army needs new trucks. The service wants to replace its aging family of heavy tactical vehicles with more affordable models based on commercial designs. To build its new common tactical truck, the U.S. Army awarded 4 contracts to different companies to build prototypes. Okay. Each team will construct variants of the Army's line haul and medium tractors, as well as a new palletized load system and expanded mobility tactical truck. Unlike Humvees or MRAPs, which are mostly used for troop transport, the Army uses CTTs to haul larger equipment or other items. With this latest push to develop new CTTs, the Army wants to take advantage of currently available commercial technologies and adapt them for military purposes.
So there's more information within that video. If you want to check out that full short, it will be down in the description below. But like I said, I was a 92 Alpha. I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh God. Like, I wanted to be a military police. Unfortunately, at the time, they didn't. I don't know why. Maybe, of course, recruiters lie to you. But I wanted to be an MP within the military. And they told me that after I graduated high school, I can switch my MOS. But I became a 92 Alpha. Temporarily turned out to be what I was doing, period. And pretty much that's a logistics automotive specialist, more so a paper pusher, but a necessary job within the military. And so I got my certification to drive a Humvee and also these LVSR, I don't remember the name of it, but we're going to take a look at the history of trucking and see where it started and where they're trying to get it to. Okay, so we're on Oshkosh Defense, and so this is the heavy tactical vehicles that they have, and the one that I was riding around in is the logistics vehicle system, so the LVSR. I couldn't remember what the heck it was called, but I've ridden in one of these a few times. And so the purpose of it, and you can read all this if you want to, but pretty much it would haul flat tracks, ISO containers, bridging equipment, boats, fuel containers, so anything that logistically we had to get into our bases, like food or anything like like that, would go into some of the different variations. There's the LVSR tractor, there's a cargo, there's a wrecker. So there's different kind of things when it comes down to this one vehicle. But the biggest problem that we faced within the military was due to the fact that there was a lot of breakdowns when it came down to these older models. And these older models of trucks, it came from an older vehicle model that then they expanded and used first in we'll check it out, let me show you. So we're on military.com. The early days of motorized military vehicles, try to say that 3 times as fast. The U.S. Army first use of trucks in the military operation was in the punitive expedition in pursuit of Pancho Villa into the mountains of northern Mexico in 1916. The Vistas had raided Columbus NM, killing several people and causing much damage. Brigade General, I think it's Brigade General, I'm not too sure, John, and I'm not gonna Pershing, I hope I said that right, organized a large force of troops, horses, and vehicles to catch Villa. Among the motor vehicles were some 1915 GMC Model 15 3/4 ton trucks, and they upgraded over time. And if you want to read the full article, I'll have that link in the description. But this is going to be actually one of the starts of military vehicles. You'll see that a lot of the contracts are with companies that make your modern day cars. General Motors started off back in 1915 with that model, used in 1916, and then after that there was contracts with the military in order to create vehicles. And so when I brought up the money street, we're going to actually be looking at the 4 contracts that they have over there. And if you know anything about NVIDIA and the contract that they have with the military, you'll know that if we can figure out and hone on one contract that looks most promising, and I've already identified within that video which company might actually be, you know, the biggest proponent of manufacturing these vehicles, head on over there. Okay, so this is the Oshkosh LVSR wrecker, and Oshkosh has been manufacturing quite a few of these, but we're going to take a look at an animated version of what it should look like in a field test. I couldn't find a lot of them that weren't like field tested. There's one that I'm not too sure. I'm honestly not too sure if that is actually even in the US, but it's just impressive nevertheless. We'll take a look at that next, but this is the animated version of it. So you have their spare tire up here at the top. I remember that. I believe these are, I can't, it's been so long, I really can't tell you all of it. I'm pretty sure it's air. It has an air brake system, if I'm not wrong. I see the drums over here, but yeah. It sounds pretty much like a semi truck. I was actually freaked out when they told me I had to drive it. I was like, nah, man, I ain't ready for all that. But yeah, I got certified, and that's the last thing you want to do. 92 Alphas. We were pretty much at 88 Mike by trade if you're interested in being out in the motor pool. But yeah, they were always getting worked on. Something was always wrong with it, and I was just in the reserve. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the most impressive. I'm not sure if this is US based, but it's still cool nevertheless. So this is honestly quite extreme and crazy what these vehicles can do. But let's go ahead and dive into it and check this out. Ran straight into the tree. Oh man. Oh man. Wow. How does it not get into the engine? Wow, 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 wow. Oh my goodness. Got through all that. Got through all that. Woo. I will tell you that these vehicles are not made for comfort. You get in them and pretty much it's metal. So if you bang into something, it hurts. Like, I don't know why they created these vehicles to not have any shock absorption. But like when I was in the Humvee, it hurts. If you're in one of the LVSR, I hope I said that again right. It hurts. Oh my gosh, my daughter scared me. What are you doing?
Having a chew.
Are you staying in here?
No.
Okay, I'm almost done. Okay.
No, I'm not staying in here.
Okay. All right. You scare the mess out of me.
Sorry, I was being a sneaky one, but I like what.
But yeah, these vehicles are not made for comfort. They are made to do what they need to do. And then if you guys saw the rotating, how the wheels operated on that, similar to a tank, if one of those things get jammed or it breaks, you usually have like another track to put back on there. You have to roll over it and pretty much wind it back onto it to create a new wheel. That's how the wheels work. It's not your traditional one on your car or even on the LVSR. But the next one gets it gets insane. Check this out. So these guys are just straight up submerged. It's just like they put this thing to like the test. This dude, he's just sitting there on the top of it. I don't know what vehicle this is. Oh my goodness. It's submerged. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh man, and it could back up like nothing. Try to put your freaking Prius through that. Wow. So these vehicles are very interesting, and to know that I'm a truck driver today and I was a 92 Alpha, pretty much an 88 Mike, you know, driving these vehicles is kind of crazy. I used to be scared of it, now I embrace it. But let me know what you guys did within the military. If you're a veteran, comment down below. And if you ever got, you ever had to go overseas, let us know, because I didn't get deployed. I'm not going to lie about that. I never got deployed. And so I want to say thank you for your service. Thank you for watching, and I will catch all of you champs in the next one. Peace.